So welcome back everyone, Mike here. We have been getting a ton of questions about this log splitter right here since we got this new 28-ton model here. So this is the Wolfe Compact Commercial 22-ton, fantastic machine. We have used this for a couple years now, but since we got the 28-ton, we've been getting a lot of questions, comments, emails, asking what we're going to do with this splitter. Well, I have an answer for you right now. So when Chris from Wolfe was here the other day, we were kind of discussing what we were going to do with this splitter, and we came up with a good idea. We're going to raffle it off and donate all the proceeds of that raffle to a worthy cause. We're still trying to figure out what that worthy cause is right now and all the details, but that's the plan right now. So for the time being, this splitter is going to stay here. I'll get it cleaned up and probably put it inside the woodshed there under roof. And then in a couple months, we'll do a few videos on this splitter promoting the raffle. And we'll probably pick a winner probably right around the time of the Paul Bunyan show in October. So I think that's a great idea. So you can expect to see that in the future. So before we head out in the woods, I got to tell you about what happened last night. Normally, things are pretty uneventful around here. But last night, I got home from work, and Hunter and I jumped in the pickup truck, and we had to head to town. And we just pulled down to a red light, and it's pretty busy that time of day. And I had the red light, and there was an older gentleman in one of those little electric scooter things crossing the street in front of me. Well, he gets across the street. Right behind him is his wife on hers. She's about halfway through the intersection, and some guy coming from my right, he pulls in not paying any attention at all, and bam, he smashes into her little hover around thing, and somehow she stayed in the seat. She just kind of popped up in the air, and the thing went forward about 10 feet. So I jump out of the truck, and I saw two young guys, maybe 15, 16 years old. They come running down the street to see if she was okay. And I asked the lady, "Are you all right?" And she said, "I think so." So the guy that hit her, he gets out of his truck, and then the husband, the old man, he was kind of yelling at that guy, and it kind of turned into a whole thing. So they were about to exchange information or whatever, and that guy was heading back to his pickup truck, and I just had a bad feeling. So I told those two young guys, I was like, "Hey, take a couple pictures of his license plate," kind of whispered to him. And so they got behind his truck and took some pictures, and he had a plate on the front as well. And sure enough, that guy got in his truck and just took off. So it was pretty crazy. So they ended up calling the police. It was the whole thing. And then when I got home after that, I just pulled in the driveway, and I see all these cars stopping on the road out in front of the house, wondering what's going on. Well, there's a dog on the road. So I go down, try to find this dog, and it's going to different neighbors and crossing the road. We're trying to get cars slowed down. And finally, I got that dog. It didn't have a collar on. I got it almost to me. Melissa gave me some treats, and I'm sitting there, and it got right up to me, and I wanted to make sure I could grab it because I knew if I lunged at it, it would freak out, and I'd probably never catch it. And then it kind of wandered off again, and it ended up coming to Melissa. So she got her hands on the dog and got a collar on it, and we put a leash on it, and then we put it on that Facebook, like a community page, and then a bunch of people started sharing it, and it wasn't half hour, 45 minutes, and somebody called their neighbor, told them, "Hey, the Morgans have your dog." They live just on the other road, so they came up. It was a nice reunion. The dog was happy to see them. It probably would have just went home on its own because it came through the woods probably. Their house is that way about a half mile. The dog probably thought we kidnapped it or something. But yeah, it all ended well. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy evening. So I got absolutely nothing done, but I witnessed someone getting hit in a hover round, and we found a lost dog. So it was a pretty good evening, I guess. But anyway, I am going to head out in the woods. If you saw that video the other day, we have a power line way down by the brick house, crosses through the property. I've got the Grapple on the MX 5400 and the brush hog. I don't have a lot of time, but I think I can run down there and get it all cleaned up, brush hog it all down real tight to the ground, and then maybe tomorrow night I'll run down there with a tiller, till it all up, and we'll plant a little food plot there. I'll probably only have about 3 or 4 hours invested in the whole thing. So we're going to head down there right now, get started. All right, I'm getting there. I just have a little bit more down here to get over to that side, and then I will work my way up over the hill. I did find some little stumps in here. As you can tell, this is a power line. They get in here maybe once every 10 years and cut it. They were just here about 1.5 years ago, so the stumps really aren't that old. So I'm just kind of doing a little section at a time, taking my time, trying to root those little stumps out with the grapple. But I'm starting to wonder, if I just pound this with the brush hog real hard, I may not even need to till it. I could bring that rake down on the BX even and rake up what's left and maybe seed it. We'll just have to see what it looks like when I'm done, but that's a possibility. All right, I think this is all the further I'm going to go. I don't know if you can see on camera. Got a bunch of water laying right in here. There's some logs in here. It's pretty wet here. I think what happened was last time they cut this right away, it was probably the wrong time of year. It looks like they kind of got jacked up in here, rutted it all up. Now it's holding water. But I got about, I don't know, 175 yards long, 75 feet wide done. Looks pretty good. I'm surprised last time they cut this, they left that spruce tree there. It's kind of nice right there in the middle though. It looks like it's got about another 5 years though, and it'll be into the power line. Then they'll cut it. What you got in a white bag here?
Woo, I brought you some lunch.
Chick-fil-A?
Yep. You deserve it, Mike.
Holy cow.
You deserve it. Oh. And a drink.
They run a smooth operation out there, don't they?
The place was packed. They have 3 lanes taking orders and 2 lanes to pick up your orders. We did on the app and you pull it in park.
Yeah.
There are 15 parking spots filled.
But they get you in and out.
I know, but I'm like, what the heck? I need to have a Chick-fil-A. It should be
They do run a smooth operation now.
almost. It'll be called Almost Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you'd probably get sued for that name. So what do you think? Check it out.
Incredible. It looks so much different.
Yeah, this is a real mess. I was going to bring the tiller down and till it up, but if you look at it,
yeah,
I think I could probably just put that little rake on the little tractor.
I was just going to say that. Did you have that? Yeah.
Rake it up and seed it.
Yeah.
But there is a bunch of little stumps in here. I've been trying to avoid them, and if I had more time...
Yeah, I was going to offer, but that's... The slope would kind of make me a little nervous.
Yeah, there is some side hill here, yeah. But that tractor there with the loaded tires and the brush hog and that grapple, it keeps it all down on the ground nice.
Plus your experience, you know what you're doing.
Really?
You know what? I have friends, we walked the loop together this morning, and they were saying about the steep hill on the coming up towards the mini cabin from like your mom's driveway, and they couldn't believe how steep it is. And we started talking about videos and stuff. Like, it's hard to see how steep that hill is.
Oh yeah, that one coming up from down there is really steep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a nice little pull off halfway off.
Or a breather.
Yeah, you can stop and be like, oh wait, what's this?
Yeah.
The hardest thing to do, I'll tell you about these videos, the hardest thing to do is be out here doing work and then get to the camera and pretend you're not huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
I'm like, one time I was doing it, and Mike was like, what is wrong with you? Stop, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm trying not to be like, it was when we were seeding that hill.
Oh yeah, the steep hill, yeah. How'd your friends like the trails?
They loved it. They couldn't believe it. Yeah, they were like, "This is beautiful. Where can we find property like this?"
It's gonna be all green here and pretty again real soon.
Yeah,
it's coming quick.
It is coming quick. Yeah.
All right, so I had some of my Chick-fil-A. It's delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I saw a couple deer on my way down here.
Yeah, when I walk the dogs up the trail. In fact, I put them on the story sometimes that I see deer down in these pines down by the stream. Yeah.
Well, you want to wrap this video up, Melissa?
Yeah, thanks so much for being here, for watching, for liking. Make sure you're subscribed and comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you on the next one.